It was a child that died. A boy of 12. On a hot day, pushed down a well and broke his neck. I was drawn in, compelled to seek, and led to fire.
God's death! What power!
It was a secret lost for centuries, but then stumbled on in the shadows of a London crypt. Dark fire. When loosed, it consumed all before it, and would lead this world to destruction and the Last Judgment.
1 farthing! The most terrible crime of the year!
The sun was a fiery ball in the clear blue sky as I rode Chancery through the stink and din of narrow London lanes. It had hardly rained in a month, and the butts were dry.
The child murderers of Walbrook taken to Newgate. Read the shocking story!
I passed him a farthing and read of Elizabeth Wentworth. Her uncle was waiting for me when I arrived home.
I visited her in Newgate this morning. Oh, God's mercy, it's awful. And she still won't talk. You will help, won't you?
I don't know that I can.
Well, you did before.
That was property law, Joseph. This is different.
Please, hear me out.
Joseph Wentworth was a plump, ruddy-cheeked farmer, the owner of some poor lands out in Essex. And he told me how one of his brothers was the father of the murdered boy, and the other had been the father of Elizabeth Wentworth, the girl accused of killing the child. The girl's mother died 2 years before, and the flux took her father last autumn. She wanted to come and live with Joseph, but he thought she'd be better off and advance in life if she stayed with Edwin, the one with the money, the knighthood, and a fine house by the Walbrook. But it had not gone well. She'd fallen out with her cousins. The family said she'd become impossible, keeping to her room and flying into rages, and now this.
She is not guilty. I feel it here, sir. But she will not speak.
If she refuses to plead in court, you know what will happen. They will press her. Sharp and hard pains.
She must talk, or she's dead. If you would come, sir, to Newgate and persuade her.
Is there any chance? And if she did act in a fit of madness, I could plead insanity and it might save her life.
Oh, you're my last hope, sir. You are a good man, a godly man.
Open up. Matthew Shardlake, lawyer for Elizabeth Wentworth. With her uncle Joseph Wentworth. He's paid for the visit. We were led through a urine-stinking corridor with wards on either side. Men sat or lay on straw pallets, their legs fixed to the walls by chains. Down a flight of steps we went into the deepest and darkest part of the prison.
Here we are. The women's hole is in there.
The floor was covered with foul straw, stained and matted with all manner of filth. Huddled in one corner was a fat old woman in a stained dress, fast asleep. In the furthest corner the straw had been pulled into a pile around a human figure, hiding it save for a face framed by tangled hair.
This is Master Shardlake. He's a lawyer. He has the best mind in London and he can help you. But you must talk to him. Sir.
Miss Wentworth, are you protecting a secret? Yours, or perhaps another's? You know what will happen if you refuse to plead. You will be pressed. The judge is a hard man, and that will be his sentence. If you speak, I may be able to save you. There are possible ways, whatever happened at the well. Tell me, Elizabeth. I'm your lawyer. I won't tell anyone else. But she said nothing.
You did your best, sir.
Even if she were found guilty, there may be ways of stopping her from being hanged. The jury might be persuaded she was mad. She could even claim she was pregnant, then she couldn't be hanged. It would buy us time to investigate to find out what really happened.
Then you believe she is innocent?
I saw the misery in her eyes, and I saw someone whose air is that of one who has been done a great wrong, rather than one who has committed a crime.
That's it. You feel it too.
Aye, I do. Feelings are not evidence, Joseph, and we may be wrong. A lawyer needs detachment and reason. I speak from experience.
Oh, what's to be done, sir?
In 5 days she comes before Judge Forbizer. You must see her every day between now and Saturday, to show her she's not forgotten. I will appear in court on Saturday. I don't know if Forbizer will even hear me. So, Joseph, you must prepare for the worst. I left him fretting and rode to my appointment with Guy Moulton.
How have you been?
My back troubles me little unless I have to lift something heavy. Guy Moulton, once Brother Guy, was the only one I allowed to see my twisted back.
Let me look, if I may.
He'd helped me at Scansea in a terrible time of murder 3 years before. When the monastery was dissolved and he was thrown into this world in a time of chaos, I tried to set him up as a physician in London, but the college would not have him, with his brown face and his papist past. With a little bribery, I got him into the Apothecaries' Guild, and he built up a good trade.
Move your right shoulder up. And down. Good. There is little stiffness. You are doing your exercises?
Twice a day, like a good patient.
It's good to have a conscientious patient. You may get dressed. You are still melancholy. I see it in your face.
I have a melancholy nature, Guy. It is settled in me.
There is nothing under the moon that is not subject to change. You do not miss being close to the centre of power? To Lord Cromwell?
No. It's been almost 3 years since I saw him. I dream of a quiet life in the country somewhere. Perhaps near my father's farm.
Yet I wonder if that is the life for you, my friend. Would you not become bored without cases to sharpen your wits on, problems to solve?
I have one now. A girl accused of murder. But she will not speak. Her uncle fears possession.
It's easy to cry possession. I have sometimes wondered if the man from whom our Lord cast out a devil was not merely a poor lunatic.
The Bible is quite clear he was possessed.
And today we must believe all that is said in the Bible, and only that. Master Coverdale's translation of it, that is. People have many reasons for silence. Because there are things one is too ashamed or frightened to reveal, or to protect someone else.
Or because one has ceased to care what happens. Whatever her reasons, I'll have to persuade her out of it, if I'm to save her life. I must go.
My hand, Matthew. I will say a prayer for you.
As I turned into Bucklersbury, I had the feeling of being watched, and turned abruptly. There was a man in a doublet of lusty gallant red leaning against a wall, his arms folded, staring straight at me. He was in his late 20s with a strong-featured face, comely but hard under untidy brown hair. He had a fighter's build. As he met my gaze, his wide mouth twisted into a mocking grin. Then he turned away and disappeared into the crowds.
Court!
On Saturday morning in the Old Bailey, Judge Forbizer took his seat on his dais. In the crowded public benches, Joseph was squashed against a window by the press of people. A good distance from him was a man who looked so like him it could only be his brother, Sir Edwin, the father of the dead boy. And along the row from him was the young man who had been shadowing me in the street. I frowned at him and he smiled. Judge Forbizer stared at me coldly. There was a stir as the jury, 12 well-fed London merchants, were escorted in. And then the prisoners for the day, manacled together, were led to the dock. With them they brought a mighty stink.
Elizabeth Wentworth, you are charged with the foul murder of Ralph Wentworth on May 16th last. How say you? Guilty or not guilty? You are being asked to plead, mistress. You stand accused of one of the foulest crimes against God and man. Do you or do you not accept trial by a jury of your peers? Very well. We will address this at the end of the session. Bring on the first case.
I had not attended a criminal trial for years and was surprised anew at the careless speed of the proceedings. 5 people were found innocent of theft and 7 guilty, including the old woman from Elizabeth's cell and her trembling, tearful son. Together they had stolen a horse. Judge Forbezer sentenced them to hang.
Take them away. Well, Miss Wentworth, will you plead now?
Your Honour.
This is a criminal trial, Brother Shardlake. Counsel may not be heard. Do you know so little law? In this case, Mistress Wentworth will not plead. The law is clear. You will suffer peine forte et dure, crushing beneath weights until you plead or die.
Your Honour, the truth of this matter can never be determined if my client dies under the press. The evidence is circumstantial. Justice calls for a fuller investigation.
You are addressing me now in the matter itself. I will not allow that.
She may be pregnant. We do not know, as she will say nothing. We should wait to see if that may be so. The press would kill an unborn child.
Do you wish to plead your belly, madam? You shake your head. You understand English, then. You may be below the age of majority, mistress, but you are above that of responsibility. You know what is right and wrong before God, yet you stand accused of this hideous crime and refuse to plead. I order the weights to be pressed on you this very afternoon.
Your Honour.
God's death, man, be quiet. Take her down.
I said sorry to Joseph Wentworth and sat with my head bowed on a bench outside the court. I knew the pressing would begin straight away.
Brother Shardlake, thank goodness. I thought you had gone. I am Judge Forbezer's clerk.
What is it?
I'm here to tell you. Judge Forbezer has reconsidered. You are to have another 2 weeks to persuade Miss Wentworth to plead.
I don't understand.
The order has gone to Newgate.
There was a touch on my arm. I looked up to find the sharp-faced young man at my elbow.
Master Shardlake, I see you've heard.
Who are you? Why are you following me?
Jack Barrack, sir, at your service. I persuaded Judge Forbezer.
You did?
Yes. Old Stiffneck didn't want to reconsider, but he has a care for his own skin, like all men of the law.
What do you mean?
My master is not refused.
And who is your master?
I serve Lord Cromwell.
What does he want with me?
He would see you, sir. I'm to take you there.
Why?
He has a commission for you. Your fee has been paid. 2 weeks more life for the girl. This way.
Jack Barrack and I rode up Ludgate Hill. What in Christ's name did Lord Cromwell want from me? His last mission had plunged me into a hell of murder and violence. We dismounted and walked quickly past armed guards into the Earl's office.
Matthew, how are you? Your practice prospers?
Well enough, thank you, my lord.
Good. Sit down. Is it done, Jack?
Yes, my lord. Forbezer gave no trouble.
I was shocked by the change in Cromwell's appearance in 3 years. His hair was far greyer, and his strong, coarse features seemed pulled tight with strain and anxiety.
I was interested to learn of your involvement in the Wentworth case, Matthew. These little crusades of yours. The girl's life matters to you.
It does, my lord. She is wounded and helpless in the filth of Newgate. I believe she is innocent.
It is good you care so much, because I have brought you here on a matter of importance. Do you remember Michael Gristwood?
The attorney who went to work for the Court of Augmentations?
He did, to help Richard Rich pull in the proceeds of the dissolution. Last year, when St. Bartholomew's Priory in Smithfield surrendered, Gristwood was sent to supervise the taking of the inventory of chattels to go to the king. In the crypt under the church, in a cobwebby corner, he found something that was lost to man centuries ago. Have you ever heard of Greek fire.
The name is vaguely familiar.
Greek fire was an unknown liquid that the Byzantine emperors used in warfare against the infidel 800 years ago. It set enemy ships ablaze from end to end in a rushing, inextinguishable fire. It could burn even on water. The formula for its creation was kept a close secret, passed down from one emperor to another, till in the end it was lost. Jack, give him the parchment.
Above some words in Greek was a richly painted picture. Two oared ships of ancient design faced each other across a stretch of water. At the front of one ship, a golden pipe was belching red tongues of fire engulfing the other.
One day last autumn in the crypt at St. Bartholomew's, they found a large barrel full of a thick, dark liquid with a terrible smell. There was a plaque on the barrel with a name, Alan St. John, and the Latin words, Lupus est homo homini.
Man is wolf to man.
Friend Gristwood set the librarian to search for the name St. John in the library. This led them to an ancient box of manuscripts, deposited there by one Captain St. John, who died in St. Bartholomew's Hospital a century ago. He was an old soldier, a mercenary who was at Constantinople when it fell to the Turks. He left a memoir. St. John told how a Byzantine librarian fleeing with him to the boats gave him the barrel, which he claimed contained the last of Greek fire, together with the formula to make the substance. His wish was at the last a Christian should have the secret, not the heathen Turks. You see the pages torn.
I do.
Michael Gristwood tore off the formula that was written in Greek above that picture, together with instructions for constructing the apparatus used to throw the fire. He has an older brother, Samuel, known as Sepultus Gristwood the alchemist. Together they realized the formula could be worth a fortune.
If it is genuine, my lord.
It is genuine. I've seen it used.
God's breath, aye.
The Gristwoods must have spent some time making more of the stuff, for it was March before they came to me. An intermediary brought me that parchment and an invitation. The Gristwoods said they had made Greek fire and were offering a demonstration. If I decided I wanted the formula, they'd give it to me, in return for a license on its development.
But the parchment doesn't belong to them. It was monastic property, therefore it is the king's.
Yes. I should have had the Gristwoods brought to the tower and the information forced out of them. But these are dangerous times, and I hesitated. What if they heard and fled? What if they sold the formula to the French or the Spaniards? England has lit a fire across Europe, Matthew. The first large state to break from Rome. The Pope wants the French and Spanish to combine and overthrow us. A new weapon like Greek fire, so powerful. You can see how important that could be to them, or to us.
But, my lord, the alchemists have promised us wonders for hundreds of years. Precious few have appeared.
This has appeared, Matthew. Last week I told the Gristwoods I'd arrange for an old crayer to be floated to an abandoned jetty at Deptford one dawn, and if they could destroy it with Greek fire in front of me, I'd make a deal with them. They arrived with some strange device of steel. It had a pipe on a pivot. They operated a pump on the device, and then a great sheet of liquid flame shot out and consumed the old boat in minutes. It wasn't an explosion like gunpowder, just an inextinguishable fire, more fast and furious than any fire I've seen. This is no trick. I have now told the king. He was more enthusiastic than I dared to hope. He has asked for a demonstration. It will be on the 10th of June, in 12 days' time. I must have that formula in my hands, and the Greek fire the Gristwoods have made before the king's demonstration. I want you to get it from them.
I see.
Michael Gristwood knows you and respects you. It's only a matter of persuasion. Jack here has £100 in gold angels about him that Gristwood is to have as a reward. He will go with you.
I beg this may be all, sir. I live quietly these days.
Be grateful you have the chance to do that. You help me, Matthew, and I will keep the Wentworth girl alive. You don't, she will be pressed, and she will surely die. Go now, Matthew.
You all right there?
Yes,
You seem to be in trouble mounting your horse.
I'm fine.
I'll just ask any time you want a hand.
I won't need one.
It's nothing to me you're a hunchback. I'm not superstitious. Come on. Almost there. Wolf's Lane. His house is down here.
Good. A servant girl was hanging onto the door jamb of Gristwood's house as if afraid of falling. The door had been battered in and hung from one hinge. I gripped the dagger at my waist as Barrack and I entered the house, going down a long, dim corridor. The rushes on the floor were criss-crossed with dark red footprints. In the dingy kitchen, the ceiling stained with rat's piss, a woman sat at a big worn table. She was small and thin, with straggles of grey hair.
Who are you?
Goodwife Gristwood. We came on some business with your husband and his brother.
They're upstairs. Up there.
God's bones.
A man in a stained alchemist's robe lay sprawled on his back over an upturned bench amidst a chaos of broken glass pipes.
They've used an axe to smash everything.
Beside the remains of a large iron-bound chest, Michael Gristwood lay on his back, his body half covered by a blood-soaked chart that had fallen from the wall. His head was almost severed from his neck.
Is that the lawyer?
Aye.
I'll get some men.
There was an awful casualness about the way the two men had died. There was a wall lined with shelves. One was full of books, but the others were empty. From round marks in the dust, I knew they'd taken the alchemist's potions. The contents of the chest were scattered on the floor. There were bloody thumbprints on documents, so the killers had searched through them. Something on the floor caught my eye. A gold angel had fallen from a leather bag that contained 20 more. The brothers' money had been left behind, and there was a patch of something by the fireplace. A little pool of viscous, colourless liquid had spilled from a small glass bottle that lay on the floor. I dipped my finger in the liquid and sniffed it. Odourless. I touched the tip of my tongue to it. A stinging, bitter taste filled my mouth.
Any sign of the formula?
If it was in the chest, they took it.
Well, the men will search the house thoroughly, then two will stand guard. You and I are going to see Lord Cromwell.
Who betrayed me? Which of them?
It was the first time I'd ever seen Thomas Cromwell afraid.
You must solve this.
Me? But, my lord, I am a property lawyer.
I can't tell anyone else. I daren't. This has to be secret. It can't get to the king. My own life could be at stake here along with everything you once believed in. You can have any authority, any resource. Christ's wounds, man, I've saved that girl for you. Up until now.
I will help, my lord.
Good.
Lord Cromwell then told me things I should not have heard and did not want to hear. That the reformist cause was tottering and that the king was afraid. The Earl spoke of the Queen, Lady Anne of Cleves, and her high body odour and her lack of English, and how the king blamed Cromwell for saddling him with her. Then there was the Duke of Norfolk, dangling his niece Catherine Howard in front of the king, and papist plots and intrigue, and that only Greek fire alone would make Cromwell the king's friend again.
Michael Gristwood used 3 intermediaries to get to me. The first was the lawyer Stephen Belknap.
That crook. I have a case on against him.
When Gristwood told Belknap about Greek fire, he gave thought as to who might have access to me. He went to Gabriel Marchemont. He moves in semi-papist circles. That worries me. Threaten him or flatter him or offer him gold. Just loosen his tongue.
The third, my lord?
Lady Bryanston.
I met her only a few days ago.
I dropped your name at her table. Talk to her. Time is all, Matthew. You'll have Barrack to help you here.
But I must also give time to Elizabeth Wentworth's case.
Barrack will help you with that too, but this comes first. And remember, you are associated with me. Your lives could be at stake.
You all right?
Why would I not be? I'm a property lawyer, and yet I've just learned my life could be at stake because...
Keep talking, sir, and act normally.
What?
Just keep talking and don't turn round. We're being followed. Stay still. Keep your head in.
Where is he?
Back there. See him? The odd-looking rowdy hole on the white colt.
Our shadow was tall and thin with a thatch of untidy brown hair. His pale face was pitted with the scars of smallpox. A dagger was visible at his side.
He's looking for us. Stay in. I'll see what he's made of.
No, wait. No trouble, Barrack.
No trouble, he says. That's the least of our worries. Let's see if he's fast.
He's going, Barrack. He's heading back the way.
He's lost us in the sun. It's lucky for him. Come on, we can head on through Shoe Lane.
You were witness to that demonstration of Greek fire?
I was. And I won't ever forget it. The roaring sound and the great sheet of yellow flame that came from the pipe. It seemed to twist in the air like a live thing. The old crater was blazing from end to end in moments, and the river burned. My master had a gleam in his eye, but by Jesu, I was frightened.
You know, some say the last days are upon us. But soon the world will be destroyed. Christ will return and the last judgment will come.
Do you believe that?
Not before. But I do now. In the burning heat of the day, Barrack and I went quickly to the Court of Augmentations. Responsible for the sale of hundreds of monastic buildings, many of which would be hauled down or converted into dangerous tenements housing the poor, it also dealt with the pensions of former monks, and was one of the busiest places in the land.
Yes, what is it?
You are the pensions clerk.
I am.
We want to trace the address of a former
You
librarian.
don't have an appointment?
No, we can't.
Well, you should have made one. The Court of Augmentations is extremely busy. I can't see you until...
This seal will unbusy you.
Lord Cromwell's.
You'll see us now.
Of course.
We're looking for Bernard Kitchen, the former librarian at St Bartholomew's Priory, Smithfield. He must be registered to collect his pension.
Of course. I'm checking now.
Be quick. We're very busy men.
As he went through the ledgers, a door opened behind him, and to my astonishment, Stephen Belknap stepped out. I moved quickly behind Barrack.
What are you doing?
Shh! Cover me. Stephen Belknap, the rogue lawyer Lord Cromwell mentioned.
You can question him now.
When I'm ready. It will knock him off balance that I know he was at Augmentations. He should have no business here.
It's all right, he's walking the other way. And gone.
Sir! I have it, sir. Here he is. Bernard Kitchen. He's a chantry priest at St Andrew's Church.
Thank you.
You know that Belknap?
I have a court case against him. He's converted a friary into shoddy tenements, and there's a cesspit oozing filth into the neighbours' cellars.
I've seen him before.
Where?
It was a long time ago. I can't remember, but I know him.
He's a false and greedy man.
He's a lawyer.
We're not all crooks.
So you say, sir.
I sent Barrack off to find the monk Bernard Kitchen, and I went home to change. Joseph Wentworth was waiting for me with news that his brother Edwin and the family had agreed to see me, but only after he told them that I had doubts about Elizabeth's innocence. I had a picture in my mind of her lying speechless in the horror and filth of Newgate Jail as I sat down opposite Gabriel Marchmont in his opulent office. Marchmont, who loved himself dearly, was in a high-backed chair that would not have shamed an archbishop. He was a sergeant, the highest a barrister can reach, short of being a judge.
How can I help you, Brother Shardlake?
I am here on Lord Cromwell's business. It's about the killing of Michael Gristwood and his brother. They have been brutally murdered.
I heard. It's a dreadful business.
How did you know, sir? This has been kept quiet on Lord Cromwell's orders.
Michael Gristwood's widow has just been to see me. She asked for my help in getting the house transferred into her name, since I knew her husband. Is the formula gone?
Yes, Sergeant. But not a word of this must go to anyone. Tell me about your involvement.
I did not know Michael Gristwood well. One day last March, Brother Belknap, who is not above cheating everyone, came to my office asking to see me. He told me what Michael Gristwood had found, and he wanted an introduction to Lord Cromwell. I couldn't approach the Chief Secretary myself, but I know Lady Honour Bryanston, a fine woman and discreet as any female in England, and I asked her to take the papers to him.
And the formula?
I don't think anyone apart from the brothers has seen it. They wanted money for it.
As monastic property, you know those papers belong to the king. Gristwood should have taken them to Sir Richard Rich to pass to Lord Cromwell.
What could I do? I couldn't make him give me the formula. It is interesting, Master Shardlake, to see you working for Lord Cromwell again.
Why is that?
Well, many think you deserve the coif of a sergeant, yet you have been passed over a few times. Some say it is because you are out of favour with those that matter.
I cannot help what people say.
Many say Lord Cromwell may soon be out of office if the king puts Queen Anne away. Well, I must get ready for the lunch I'm hosting for the Duke of Norfolk. You are coming?
I didn't have time to attend the barrister's lunch at Lincoln's Inn Hall, but my good friend Godfrey Wheelwright insisted I accompany him. Thomas Howard, 3rd Duke of Norfolk, was at the high table wearing his rich scarlet robe, his wide collar trimmed with black fur. Gabriel Marchmont sat close by.
What's troubling you, Matthew?
I have something urgent, Godfrey, which I cannot speak of. Together with the Wentworth case, it will take much of my time this next fortnight. Can you deal with some of my work? I will pay you.
Of course.
There is another matter which concerns me. I have had 3 cases now in the last 2 months where a client has withdrawn his instructions without reason and just said they no longer require my services. Has this happened to you?
No, it hasn't.
As the lunch progressed, the Duke of Norfolk's voice became louder and clearer.
Everything. Now, silly little women fancy they can read the Bible and understand God's word. It won't be for long.
Matthew, even good food is not worth this company.
Shh, Godfrey, he'll hear you.
The king plans to restrict Bible reading to heads of households. I'd restrict it further. I'd only permit it for the clergy. I've never read it, and I never will.
Enough of this.
Godfrey, sit down.
God's word is for all to read. It is the bringer of the sweetest light there is, the light of truth.
Sit down, please.
The Bible brings us from error to truth, to the presence of Jesus Christ. Were I to be killed for my beliefs, I would rise from the grave to proclaim the truth once more.
No, sir, you would not. You would be screaming in hell with all the other Lutheran heretics. You should have a care, sir, that your tongue does not lose you your head and put you in the pit before your time.
You'll be disciplined for this.
Jesus Christ is my saviour through grace, Matthew, and I will not have his word made mock of.
Brother Shardlake, your friend made a monkey of himself in there.
I need to talk to you, Belknap.
Oh, about our case?
Another matter. Step round here, please.
I have a commission from Lord Cromwell to investigate the murder of Michael Gristwood.
In God's name!
His brother has been murdered too. And the formula is gone. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my poor friend. This is shocking.
Did you tell anyone apart from Sergeant Marchmont about the formula?
No, sir, I did not. When Michael brought me the papers he found at Bart's, I said he should get them to Lord Cromwell.
For payment? Although they were the king's by right. Was that your idea or his?
His.
But it was an opportunity, and only a fool passes those up. I was an intermediary, that's all. I offered to go to Marchmount for him.
For a fee. You are shameless, Beelknap. If you'd been offered more from the French, you'd have taken them there.
God's death, that would be treason. Do you think I'd take the risk of being gutted alive at Tyburn? After I took Michael to Marchmount, he paid me, and I heard no more until just now. Don't try to involve me in this. I'd no part in it.
Did they say where the apparatus or the formula were kept?
No. I saw their papers, but half of them were in Greek, and what I could read sounded like nonsense.
Very well. One more thing. What business do you have with pensions at the Court of Augmentations? I saw you there.
There is a pensioner with right of residence attached to my property at Moorgate. It seems I have taken on responsibility for him. It's an interesting legal problem.
Strange. I did not think friaries took on pensioners living in.
This one did. Ask Sir Richard Rich.
The old librarian was trembling like a rabbit when I told him who we were and what we wanted. But he'll be there at Barty's at 8 tomorrow morning on pain of... a pain. What about the lawyers?
Both say they were simple intermediaries. But Beelknap, he was confident when he mentioned Richard Rich.
And that worries you?
It does. Come on, we have more business with Goodwife Gristwood first.
I told you this before. Yes, Michael and his brother seemed as normal when I left the house to shop. I am concerned, Master Shardlake, about the house not being in my name.
Oh, God's bones, woman, your husband is dead and this is what you care about.
Shut up, Barrack.
I need to sit down.
In Michael Gristwood's workshop, the bodies had gone, but the floor was still covered with blood, its faint tang mixed with a sulphurous stink.
I feel faint.
Did you ever see an apparatus? A large thing of tanks and pipes?
No, sir. I know nothing of that.
You are sure?
Yes, sir.
Did they ever mention Greek fire?
No, sir.
She was lying, I was sure. I stepped to the fireplace. The stoppered bottle lay where I had left it, half full, but the thick liquid on the floorboards seemed to have evaporated.
What is that?
I hoped you would tell me what this liquid is.
I don't know. I don't know what any of this means.
When you'd finished weeping, you could tell us who'd want your husband dead. Who did he know that you were suspicious of?
You should go to her.
Who?
His whore.
His whore?
The brewery woman told me in March she'd seen Michael in Southwark, going into one of the whorehouses. Some days he'd come home goggle-eyed and sated.
Sated?
Silence, you churl. Laughing at a woman's shame.
Do you know which brothel?
The Bishop's Hat at Bank End. The whore's name is Bathsheba Green. Talk to her. She'll have an answer.
Why do you dislike the widow Gristwood so much, Barrack?
Asking for information about the house, and her husband hardly in his gall. My mother was like that. Married our lodger not a month after my father died. I quit the house then. Look out! Ooh.
A little girl stepped out in front of Chancery.
Hey!
Careful there!
You stinking hunchback! Pox on you! You took my brother! Made him into
Some people laughed at the little girl as she began banging on a baker's shop door. She was no more than 10 and dressed in filthy rags.
Come on, sir.
What in God's name is that about?
You took my little brother!
She's mazed. She used to beg round Walbrook and the stocks market with her brother, but he's disappeared, and this is what she does.
Blame the baker?
She accuses all the shopkeepers, poor creature.
In a small, stinking room in the Bishop's Hat brothel, the girl Bathsheba Green lay on a truckle bed. She wore a stained old dress and had a large bruise and a half-healed cut on one cheekbone.
What do you want, sir?
I am a lawyer, and I'm here to inquire into the death of Master Gristwood.
I don't know anything about his death.
Barrack had led me to the Southwark brothel through a warren of unpaved lanes stinking with refuse. He waited in the front room while I went along a dark corridor to meet Bathsheba Green.
I swear, sir.
I only want to know what he talked about with you. Did he mention his work?
No.
Did you care for each other?
Yes. We both needed kindness and we gave it to each other. Madame Nella didn't like me getting close to a client, but it happens.
Did he say anything about some papers he had in his possession?
I don't know anything. I told the others.
What others? A man was in the room. He pressed his dagger to my throat.
Has he hurt you, Bathsheba? Barak! Help! Shut it! We've got you now. I've got you, Crookback. Don't move.
He pressed the knife at my throat, and still there was no sign of Barak.
Has he hurt you?
No, I kept him talking. It's about Michael Gristwood again.
Again? A pox from Madame Nella. Letting him in. I've got you this time.
I swear, I've never met this girl before today.
No, but your pock-faced mate did. Him that came and beat my sister.
Listen, please, that man is after me too. He's been following me.
Who are you?
A lawyer.
Hunchbacks can't be lawyers. Who employs you?
Lord Cromwell, my assistant, has his seal.
God, Steph. Cromwell? How's he involved in this?
Take the knife off my throat.
We have to tell them everything, George. Throw ourselves on their mercy.
Cromwell? Mercy?
Barak was in the room. He brought his sword down on George's knife arm.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes. Look out!
George swung his knife at Barak. He grabbed Bathsheba by the arm, threw open the shutters, and they jumped from the window. Barak went after them, roaring.
They vanished in the ratty streets. Slipped down a side lane, a pox on them.
He was Bathsheba Green's brother. Madame Nella told me that when the other men came to the house, one with the marks of smallpox on his face, and tried to beat information out of Bathsheba, Madame Nella alerted the brother, and he came with a load of his wherryman mates and chased them away.
The old troll alerted him again today.
I've given her a gold half-angel with a promise of more if she tells me when Bathsheba returns. Barak, thank you for saving my life.
And to you for saving mine. You see, you do need me.
Aye.
Tomorrow, first thing, Barty's and the quaking old monk.
Can you go around the taverns at Lothbury and see if anyone knows any tales about the Wentworth family?
Pleasure. I never say no to an evening's drinking.
Master Shardlake!
The Lady Honour Bryanston, attended by mounted retainers, was on a fine gelding.
Master Shardlake, I am pleased to have met with you.
Lady Honour.
It has been another hot day.
It has. This is fortuitous indeed. I need to speak to you on a matter of some secrecy.
Will you come and dine with me?
I'd be delighted.
The House of Glass in Blue Lion Street, Tuesday at 5. It's a sugar banquet only. There will be interesting company. We can make time for talk then.
I look forward to it.
A fine-looking piece.
A lady of natural distinction.
Bit too pert for me. I like a woman who keeps her place. Rich widows are the devil for pertness.
Know many, do you? She's out of your league.
And yours too.
I would not be so impertinent as to think otherwise.
It makes me laugh, you know. The way the high-ups chase status.
If one aims for gentlemanly status, one aims for a higher way of life. Better than a lower.
I have my own lineage. Though I keep quiet about my blood. They say the Jews were great bloodsuckers and killers of children. Right, I'm off to Lothbury. I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
The morning sun was already warm when we arrived at St. Bartholomew's Monastery. The nave of the great church had been pulled down, leaving only a gigantic pile of rubble, and workmen under the orders of Sir Richard Rich were clearing out the monks' graveyard, stacking boxes of bones, brown and ancient, against a wall.
Did you find out anything about the Wentworths?
Nah, they're a churchy lot. Keep themselves tight. But Goodwife Gristwood, well, there's a tale.
What?
She has a bastard son.
How did you find that out?
My ears and nose. The son is a founder.
Master Shardlake!
Master Kitchen, thank you for coming.
He had no choice.
Is it true what this man said?
Master Gristwood is murdered.
It is true.
God save us. I don't like being here.
If you could show us the crypt, please.
And be quick.
The old, heavy wooden barrel stood here. And there was a plaque on the side with the old soldier's name, Alan St. John. One of the augmentations men had prized the lid off the barrel. It was blackness inside, deeper than the blackness of the crypt, and a dreadful smell, like nothing I've ever known.
So it was dark, black, dark fire.
Dark as the pit of hell.
Leaving the crypt, we headed out towards the remnants of the library. We were halfway across the garden when a door opened in what had been the prior's house, and a small man in a fine silk shirt appeared. Sir Richard Rich, in charge of augmentations.
Brother Shardlake?
You remember me, sir?
Who could forget a hunchback? What are you three doing in my garden?
Sir...
Master Kitchen is showing us the library. Lord Cromwell said I might see it as a favour.
There are no books left, brother. We have burned them all.
It was the design of the building, my lord. I'm thinking of building a library.
You must be doing well at Lincoln's Inn. Or does your wealth come from Lord Cromwell? Back in favour, eh, Shardlake? Well, if the Earl says you may look at the library, I suppose you may. There's no roof, so don't let the crows skite on you. But ask permission if you wish to walk through my garden again, Shardlake.
This was the library. What a great sorrow.
It was a bad thing, being seen by Rich.
We had to come.
Lord Cromwell said Rich was to know nothing.
Master Gristwood ordered me to look for references to the soldier St. John.
Damn birds. Make me jump.
There were some papers. He took them all.
Look out!
Barrack had pushed me clear. The bolt from a crossbow embedded itself in Kitchen's upper arm, and blood welled over his white surplice.
I see him!
Barrack drew his sword and ran towards the window. Standing there, fixing a new bolt on his crossbow, was the pock-faced man. Seeing Barrack, he dropped the weapon and ran.
I can't look.
God's death. What face is gone. Here, let me help. The head of the bolt's coming out the other side.
God help me, please.
We can take him to Guy's. He'll treat him.
It's out. He needs rest now.
Will he be all right?
Yes. You did well to stop the flow.
Show him the bottle, sir.
I would like you to look at this, Guy.
Where did you get it?
Never you mind, apothecary. Just tell us what it is.
Barrack. Guy's an old friend. It was on the floor of an alchemist's workshop that had been abandoned.
I'll taste.
Be careful. It burns like fire.
There's no mystery, Matthew. This is aqua vitae, distilled to a very high concentration.
The new stuff made from bad wine.
Prescribed for sore eyes and melancholia. In fact, I believe I may be able to tell you where it came from.
Where?
Your young friend is impatient.
We are both keen to know, Guy.
A few months ago, there was word of a cargo that had been landed at Billingsgate from the Baltic. It was a colourless liquid they say men drink there. This sounds like the stuff.
Do you know what happened to the cargo?
I am sorry. I do not.
What do you know of alchemy, Guy? I also found books in the workshop. I can scarce understand a word.
It's part of natural science, the study of the world around us. There are rogues, but there are others who strive to make real achievements. Heat, for example, changes one thing into another. Wine into aqua vitae. A good alchemist may discover how to melt down ores in the furnace so as to produce better iron.
So, alchemists work with founders?
Of course. But what has this to do with your case?
Never mind the questions. If Lord Cromwell wants to know, he gets to know. He commands it.
Lord Cromwell? He may command what he wishes.
Yes, my Spanish friend, he may.
God's death, Barrack, be quiet.
And I am not Spanish, sir. I am from Granada, which was conquered by Spain 50 years ago. My parents were Muslims who were expelled, along with the Jews. Yours is a Jewish name, I think.
I am English, apothecary.
Are you now? Ah, well.
Insolent old Moor.
And you are what you call everyone else. A rowdy hole. If Gristwood's son is a founder, he may be able to help. Can you find him? And that cargo, can you find out more? I have to see Joseph at the Wentworth house.
Visitors, my lady.
Is that the lawyer? Come with Joseph?
Joseph and I were shown in by an insolent steward called Needler. 4 people, all dressed in black, sat on cushioned chairs. Sir Edwin Wentworth, plump and fussy. His 2 pretty daughters with their milk-white complexions and large blue eyes. And an old lady who addressed me.
Come here, Master Lawyer. I would know your face.
Joseph and Edwin's mother was blind. She sat ramrod straight, her snow-white hair gathered under a black cap. She raised a beringed claw as I bent down. Her hands flickered lightly over my head and face with surprising gentleness.
A proud face. Angular. Melancholic. They say you are a hunchback?
Yes, madam.
Well, you can take solace in having a distinguished face. We must have all this misery finished. You should know that because he has taken Elizabeth's part, we will not have Joseph in our house again after today.
Oh, Mother, am I right that if you think Elizabeth is guilty, you will cease to represent her?
Not quite, sir. If I know she is guilty, then I must and shall cease my representation. May I tell you how the matter seems to me?
Very well.
I went over the events as I knew them. The girls hearing the scream, looking from the window, then rushing into the garden. Needler coming out and finding Ralph's body in the well.
Yes, yes.
But, you see, no one actually saw Elizabeth push the boy into the well. It seems to me he might have slipped.
Then why does she not say so?
Of course she killed Ralph. You didn't have her live in your house 9 months, sir. You didn't see the viciousness she was capable of.
Tell me about that.
She was malapert, disobedient, and though a girl, violent.
From the start?
She was surly from the day she came. After my brother's funeral. She was horrible to Sabine and Devise. Called their young gentlemen friends mannered fools.
More and more she seemed to hate us. In the end, she said she'd take her food in her room. We let her. Her presence at table spoiled our meals.
She hit Sabine. I saw her fly at my daughter. I should have known then what she might do. I blame myself. My Ralph. My boykin.
You see the horrors you raise for us, Master Shardlake?
The steward Needler took Joseph and I first to see Elizabeth's fine bedroom, which had a well-thumbed copy of the Coverdale New Testament. Joseph asked what had happened to Elizabeth's cat, Grizzy, and Needler said it had run away as cats do when they come to a strange house. In the garden we found the well. A round wooden board was fixed over it, secured by padlocks to metal rings driven into the brickwork.
The master had the cap put on last week.
I would like to see inside.
Sir Edwin ordered the keys to be thrown away, sir.
God, bones, there's a mighty stink coming from there.
The water's been poisoned for years.
And you went down on a rope ladder and fetched Ralph's body?
I had to feel for it in the dark and hoped the ladder wouldn't break. If that's all now, will you still be representing the girl?
If I've anything to tell Sir Edwin, I'll tell him myself, Needler. Come, Joseph.
Do you believe Elizabeth guilty now, sir?
I think more and more that she is innocent. There is something terribly wrong in that house. So, Barrack, did your ears and nose work well? What did you find out?
I know where Goodwife Gristwood's son is. And that strange Baltic drink? It was offered for sale at the Blue Boar in Billingsgate.
Whoa!
Easy.
It was hanging day at Tyburn. There were a dozen prisoners on the cart, hands bound and ropes around their necks. The old woman from Elizabeth Wentworth's cell was there. I was racked with guilt. Each day's delay was another day in the hole at Newgate for Elizabeth. One thing at a time, though, or I must go mad. Barrack, I want you to go and see the Gristwood son. He might know who worked with the alchemist, if he didn't himself.
I'll have a word. He'll talk to me.
I'll meet you outside the court afterwards.
Good luck with the case, sir.
Common Council of London versus Belknap.
I had a long wait through the morning before the case was called. I told the court that the cesspit in dispute had been badly built and the sewage leaking into the tenement next door was making life miserable for the inhabitants. I spoke of the ill construction of Belknap's conversion and said that the turning of old monasteries into mean and dangerous habitations was against the common weal. But Judge Heslop, a lazy fellow who had bought a number of monastic properties himself, ruled for Belknap.
Brother Shardlake?
Belknap?
A word of advice. Don't think of taking this case further. You will merely lose again.
It was a biased judgment, and it will be overturned. Did you pass a little gold to get the case before Heslop?
Such an accusation.
I would put nothing past you. And on the matter I'm investigating for Lord Cromwell, if you've been involved in anything treasonable, you will pay for it dearly.
I haven't. I told you.
Brother Shardlake?
Sir Richard?
You should listen carefully to me. You are involving yourself in matters beyond your station.
What matters, sir?
Don't play innocent with me, Shardlake. Come, Brother Belknap.
As they walked away together, Barrack appeared at my side.
I know where I've seen Belknap.
Where?
The man my mother married was a law clerk. It was Belknap who'd come and get him to give character witness in court for people he'd never met. And Belknap's rogues would get off.
He must have done it regularly. If we can find one of his false witnesses, we can use it against him.
You lost, sir?
For the moment.
Well, I have good news. I may have found the dark fire apparatus.
Master Leighton? Master Leighton!
Goodwife Gristwood's son, David, had led Barrack and I to Master Leighton's yard in Lothbury. That morning he'd confessed to Barrack that he'd helped Leighton construct an apparatus for the Gristwood brothers. But when we got to Master Leighton's yard, it was empty. In the house, the parlour was in chaos. I caught a slight but familiar tang. We dragged some overturned furniture away and there was a dried patch of blood on the floor.
God's death. What's happened? Who did this?
We're too late. They've taken the body.
They didn't want to hue and cry.
Efficient.
I told David to take his mother in to stay with him. She'd be safer there. And I gave him my address, if they needed anything at all.
They slaughter everyone associated with this.
Yes. Whoever is behind it doesn't care for life.
You need to keep watch, sir, when we're apart.
I have my dagger.
So we have 4 suspects. Belknap, Rich, Marchmount, and your friend Lady Honour. One or more of them are murdering rogue. So much for people of rank being honourable.
I have to go and meet some of them now.
I will report to Lord Cromwell. I fear he will not be pleased.
Lady Honour's 4-storey home on Blue Lion Street was known as the House of Glass because of its frontage of diamond-paned windows. There were servants everywhere, a fountain in the courtyard and a large banqueting hall on the first floor. I was unused to mixing in such high company. As I entered the courtyard, I observed 2 people sitting on a bench against the far wall. Gabriel Marchmount and Lady Honour. He was half leaning over her and speaking in an urgent manner. We all sat at an enormous table which dominated the room. The Duke of Norfolk sat at the head of the table and Gabriel Marchmount sat just below him. I was seated next to a plump, middle-aged woman, Lady Murphin.
I understand, Master Shardlake, that you are involved in this disgraceful business of the Wentworth girl.
I am defending her, yes.
Poor Ralph was a mischievous child.
Was he?
But that's to be expected in boys. They say he drove his mother to an early grave.
Master Shardlake.
Lady Honour.
The mayor here says you have a knotty case for the council involving the suppressed monasteries.
I fear we lost the first round, but we shall gain the second. So many houses are let out as poor tenements.
Let them fall.
The Duke of Norfolk slurred his words slightly and seemed in a foul temper.
The more houses fall on the diseased populace of this cesspit, the better. That will scare some of them into going back where they belong, to work on the land.
Well, we may all agree much needs amending.
I remember you, lawyer. You were with that churl who spouted Lutheran sentiments at me. Are you a Lutheran too, lawyer?
No, Your Grace. A follower of Erasmus only.
That Dutch pederast. Somebody fill up this glass.
Be careful, Shardlake.
Sergeant Marchmont.
I could have had the Duke as a friend of you, but you seem to court his disapproval. If times change, that could have consequences. Good evening.
I am sorry, Master Shardlake, that was a disaster. Will you sit down with me?
You know about the murder of the Gristwoods?
Sergeant Marchmont told me.
He is a friend?
He is. I'm afraid there is little I can tell you. I was only a messenger. I took a package to Lord Cromwell for the sergeant and passed a message that the contents would be of great interest to him. That was all.
You looked at the papers? I know you did.
How?
Because that alluring scent you wear was on them.
I fear I have a woman's curiosity in full share, Master Shardlake. Yes, I read them. It was wrong, I know.
You then are the only person who handled the papers to open them. Unless Marchmont did.
Gabriel is too careful to do that. Will you have to tell Lord Cromwell I looked at the papers?
I must. I am sorry.
Will you ask him to deal with me kindly?
If you truly told no one, no harm has been done.
I didn't, I swear. You have a bloody trade. 2 murder investigations.
And my specialism is property law.
Perhaps you are a man of too gentle feelings to deal with blood and death.
I am a mere jobbing lawyer.
You are more than that. I thought so when I first saw you. I felt your whole being resound with a sadness. Forgive me. I say too much.
You are certainly out of the common run, Lady Honor.
I miss my husband, though it has been 3 years. I loved him, and we were friends.
That is a fine thing in a marriage.
Why are you unmarried, Master Shardlake? Is it because ordinary women bore you?
Perhaps. Though I am not an attractive proposition.
In some dull eyes, perhaps, but some women prize intelligence and sensitivity. Oh, rain at last. I must go in, Master Shardlake.
She leaned in and quickly kissed my cheek. A sudden warmth amidst the rain. And she was gone. I rode over Fleet Bridge and heard the great rush of water beneath me. It made me think of all the generations who had lived in this city, dashing and scurrying through their lives, some to leave great monuments and dynasties of children, others rushing only to oblivion. Barrack was waiting for me at home.
Lord Cromwell was anxious when I told him about Sir Richard Rich and Belknap. He didn't like the idea that Rich is involved.
Neither do I.
And he's been called to Hampton Court to see the King.
You are afraid for him?
These are difficult times, sir. Did you get anywhere with the pert widow?
Lady Honor told me some of what she knows, but she's holding back.
Well, I found out who Pockface is.
Who?
He's called Bernard Tokey, from Deptford way. He was a monk once, then a soldier. He likes killing. The other man is called Wright. They've done various bits of dirty business.
For whom?
Whoever will pay. I've asked around to see if anyone knows where they are.
Who's that at this time?
Who is it?
I have a message. Urgent for Master Shardlake.
That's all right, Barrack.
From Newgate Jail, sir.
She went mad yesterday, so we had to shave her head to cool her down. And then we chained her. Her uncle won't give me the 6pence he owes me for the barber. You'll have it.
Yeah.
Master Shardlake, you're here. Thank you. I don't know what to do.
Joseph, you have to pay them or they will treat her worse.
Oh, God's bones, the smell.
Elizabeth looked barely human now. She was crouched in the straw, her face covered with grazes and streaks of blood, and her head had been shaved quite bald.
What has happened to you? This is Master Barrett, a colleague. Did they hurt you? Please don't be afraid. Did it make you angry when they took your cellmate away?
I don't know what your sorrow is, mistress. But if you won't talk, no one will ever know. You'll die and people will forget. In time, they'll just give it up as a puzzle and forget it. Was that why the old woman being taken away made you angry? The thought you might be ripped out of the world, unheard like her? No, don't strike me.
No, she's not. Look.
She has charcoal.
She's writing.
What does it say?
Damnata. Damned. Condemned.
Damnata iam Lucae ferox. It's from Lucan, furious by daylight, having been condemned.
What does that mean?
I think she means she'd rather die by the press than be humiliated by going through a trial she would inevitably lose.
Don't lose the chance to tell your story, girl, and be freed.
So if you were to plead, Elizabeth, you would plead not guilty?
Well, tell us what happened, Lizzie. Don't torment us with riddles.
I have been to your Uncle Edwin's house. I've spoken to them all. They all say you must be guilty.
She smiles.
And get back to both of you. I must say something to Elizabeth alone. I think there's something down the well in the garden where Ralph fell. And they are trying to hide it. I will find the truth.
If you go there...
Yes? What?
You will destroy your faith in Jesus Christ.
Elizabeth Wentworth's hoarse night warning about what awaited us down the Walbrook Well haunted me, and I slept little before making a brief and irritating visit to Lincoln's Inn Library to continue my research into Greek fire. All the books I wanted on Roman military history had been removed from the shelves, not borrowed, just removed, or misfiled, as the smirking librarian said. It meant going to the Guildhall Library, where I did find 3 heavy volumes, put them in my satchel, and walked down the steps into the sweltering heat of the day.
What are you doing here, Shardlake?
It was Sir Edwin Wentworth, his elder daughter Sabine, and his steward Needler. Sir Edwin wasn't pleased to see me.
Have you been making inquiries about my family?
No, I have a case on with the Common Council.
You lawyers have your long fingers in every pie, don't you?
I'm sorry, sir.
How much is my brother paying you to keep that murderess alive?
We have not discussed a fee.
Huh.
I believe your niece to be innocent, Sir Edwin. If she is, you know you will kill an innocent person while a guilty one goes free.
You know better than the coroner, do you?
Do you let your insolent steward speak for you, sir?
David speaks true. He knows as well as I that you will drag matters out as long as you get paid for it.
Have you any idea what death by the press means? Lying for days under heavy stones in agony of thirst and hunger, struggling to breathe as you wait for your back to break.
How dare you upset my daughter? She aches for her lost brother as I ache for my son.
I am merely...
Stinking crookback! It's clear you have no children.
I stroked dear Chancery's head, my old horse and companion. Sir Edwin was right. I was childless. He had lost his only son, and I could only imagine how he must feel. But I had a duty to help his niece, incarcerated wrongly in Newgate, and I'd do all I could to save her from that hellhole. But Lord Cromwell's demands about Greek fire took me away from her. And my case against Stephen Belknap took me to his unsanitary fire risk of a tenement in the former Franciscan priory of St. Michael's. It was situated in a street with good houses and was a small place no bigger than a large parish church. The wide doors stood open. I dismounted, tied Chancery up and went in.
God's bones.
Are you here from the landlord, lawyer?
She was on the upper floor. She had 2 piss pots in her hand.
From Belknap?
No, I represent the City Council, madam.
Madam.
Both sides of the nave were blocked off with tall, flimsy-looking wooden partitions. There was a series of doors at ground level and rickety steps leading up to more doors, making a dozen apartments in all. Belknap's conversion looked as though it could come down at any moment.
It's bad living here, but we'll have to live somewhere.
I'm trying to get an order for a proper cesspit to be built. But the landlord is resisting.
That pig. Our floorboards fell out. This whole thing shakes and wobbles, lawyer.
I can see.
30 of us to share that cesspit. The vapour's sicken us.
I want to see it. How do I get to it?
Through the small door. It's in the cloisters. Will you help us, sir?
I will do what I can.
The cloister yard had been converted too. Ramshackle dwellings on a roofed walkway. Rags hung at the windows instead of curtains. The hovels were for the poorest of the poor. There was a vile stink. A hole had been dug in the earth with a plank set on bricks thrown across.
God's death!
All alone, crookback.
They stood one on each side of the door to the church. Toki, his pale face pitted with poxmarks, and the enormous hulking brute Wright with a chopping axe in his hand.
You're careless with no Master Barrack at your side.
Toki lifted his dagger and Wright flexed his axe as they stepped towards me.
Egg him to the pit.
And whatever you're being paid, Lord Cromwell will double it.
Take him on that side. Yep.
In return for the name of your employer. Who is paying you? Belknap? Marchmount? Rich?
Back in that way.
Toki spread his arms and Wright raised his axe. They edged closer, their eyes concentrated on my dagger arm. I let my shoulder drop so the strap of my satchel slid down my other arm, and then I swung it at Wright with all my strength. The heavy books caught him on the side of the head and he stumbled. I ran for the doorway and was in the nave.
God's sake, sir!
Help me! Shardlake! Crook back!
Behind me, one piss pot smashed down on Toki's shoulders and another on Wright's head. Outside, I mounted Chancery and grasped the reins, but then they were grabbed from me by Toki. He thrust his dagger upwards at my groin. Chancery saved me. He reared up and kicked out, but there was a thump as he took the blow meant for me. People were in the street now, alerted by the commotion.
Take the constable!
Chancery was bleeding. A great gash in his side. Wright had joined Toki, but men from an inn had spilled into the road.
Are you all right, Laura?
Outnumbered, Toki and Wright ran off up the street.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes. Thank you.
The horse.
Chancery shuddered and slipped forward to his knees. I jumped off as he fell on his side. His blood welled on the cobbles. My old horse Chancery died in that street.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I should have been with you.
I said I'm fine.
Well, it was Belknap's property. It points to him hiring Toki and Wright.
We don't know that. They could have followed me from anywhere.
Have you been weeping?
For Chancery.
God's death, it was only a horse. Well, I've been working while you've been sitting here. I found a man Belknap used as a compurgator, a false character witness. He keeps a clothing stall in Cheapside.
Where is he?
In your kitchen.
Well, Master Layman, I hear that Stephen Belknap has employed you to swear to the good character of men held in the bishop's jail under benefit of clergy.
Master Belknap is kind enough to pay me a retainer. Perhaps I don't know all the gentlemen whose character I swear to as well as I might, but I feel I am doing a Christian service. The conditions in the jail...
We'll cut all this nonsense. The fact is that for money you pretend to know people you've never heard of and pervert the course of justice. We both know that.
Here, have a beer.
Thank you. Belknap hasn't paid me, sir. I said I'd do no more work for him till he did. Well, now it's caught up with him. I've told your man I'll help you nail him. Will you give me immunity?
In exchange for an affidavit to go before the disciplinary authorities at Lincoln's Inn. But once we have the affidavit, I want you to come with me and tell Belknap to his face what damage you can do him.
How much?
£1 for the affidavit, another £1 for facing Belknap.
£2?
It's not negotiable, pig nut.
I'll do it.
The moonlit river was quiet as our wherry sped through the water. We'd deal with Belknap in the morning. It felt good to be doing this now for Elizabeth Wentworth, although I had a sense of dread deep in my stomach about what was down the well.
I've got everything we need in this bag. Tools to snap the well locks, candles, a rope ladder. Did you get anything on the fire from your books?
The Romans experimented with fire weaponry, but it seems to have come to naught. There was a substance called naphtha which could be set on fire even if it spilled into a river.
That sounds like it.
But why hasn't this fire been used since then?
When we reached Sir Edwin's house, it was dark. The shutters closed on the ground floor, though the upper windows were open to let in some air. Barrack turned into Budge Row and I followed him down a narrow alley. Halfway down there was a door in a wall.
This'll give to my shoulder.
That's someone's property.
Shh! Come on.
We moved through an orchard and climbed over the wall. I took cover under a big oak, keeping watch while Barrack set to work on the well cover. He knew what he was doing as he worked at the padlocks. First one came free and then another.
You'll have to help me with the cover, it's heavy.
That smell again.
What is it?
God knows.
I'm going down. Let's hope this ladder holds.
The top of Barrack's head vanished into the darkness, giving me the strange feeling that the well had swallowed him up.
Oh, the smell.
Are you all right?
I'm almost there, I think. I've touched the bottom. I'm on something soft like cloth.
What is it?
I light a candle. Oh, hell.
Barrack, there's a light in the house. Get up now. Someone's moving in the house with a light. Hurry!
I'm coming.
He scrambled up the ladder as though the devil were behind him. We slid the cap back into place and padlocked it quickly.
Run!
The dogs were coming. Barrack helped me up onto the top of the wall and started to haul himself up when one of the dogs sunk his teeth into his shoe and held on.
Oh, God's bones! I'm free. Go!
We scrambled down the other side, ran through the orchard and didn't stop until we reached the river.
God's bones. Are you hurt? No. Sore foot and grazes. Oh, God's death, I stink. It's rotten, meaty.
What did you see?
Dead eyes.
Whose, for God's sake?
I don't know. There was cloth and fur, I think. And bones.
Oh.
They crunched.
Let's get away from here.
I know you've lost a friend, but you need a horse. I asked Cromwell's office for a younger one. Gray organised it. He's efficient. There, boy, there. His name's Genesis.
Well, Genesis, how are you?
You like him?
He seems placid enough. We need to steel ourselves, Barrack, and go back to the well. It's our only hope of saving the poor girl's life. Each moment we lose on this hunt for dark fire pains me sore. Elizabeth's court day looms fast.
We can go back tonight.
No, they'll be alert to intruders at Walbrook. Tomorrow we can try again. I want you to go to the brothel to see if Bathsheba Green has returned. I'll meet you back at Lord Cromwell's office after I've spoken to Lady Honour.
Be careful on the way, sir.
I'll keep watch.
Some wine?
Thank you. No. I have brought the papers about Greek fire, my lady. I know nobody else who has seen them, and I would welcome your opinion on one or two matters.
So you thought you'd find out how much I read? How much I understood? I have nothing to add. I told you the simple truth.
Lady Honour, I have to make a report to Lord Cromwell this afternoon. I have not got as far as I would like in my inquiries, not least because the founder who aided the Gristwoods in their work has disappeared and has probably been killed. Attempts have also been made on my life.
Then all who were involved in the matter are in danger.
Those who helped the Gristwoods in their work. I do not believe that you are in danger so long as you have truly told nobody but me that you looked in those papers.
Nobody. If you tell Lord Cromwell I looked in those papers, he may seek to try my testimony with rougher methods than yours.
That is partly why I came, so I can make the fullest report to him. Lady Honour, the night I came to your banquet I saw you talking to Sergeant Marchmont. You looked as though you were discussing something serious.
You have been spying on me.
I came upon you accidentally. I caught no words. I only saw your worried faces, both of you.
Where have I brought myself with my foolish curiosity?
Only tell me everything. I would help you with the Earl if I could.
I believe you would. For all you are sent after me like a hunter. Here, look at this.
It's a fine gold cup.
Gabriel Marchmont gave it to me as a gift. Since my husband's death he has been, shall we say, attentive. He has indicated more than once that he would like to take my husband's place.
I see. So he loves you.
Loves me. His father was a fishmonger. He lusts after nobility and would like to marry into a noble family. But I have never mentioned looking at the Greek fire papers to him. I would not be such a fool, and he has never mentioned them to me.
I overheard something at the banquet, Lady Honour. The Duke of Norfolk told Marchmont there was something he would have you do, but that you would not.
The Duke of Norfolk covets land, Master Shardlake. He would be the greatest landowner in the realm. My family still has some left, and the Duke would have part of it for advancing my cousin at court. But I have advised Henry's father not to give away what little we have left.
I am truly sorry to expose these private sorrows.
I believe you are, Master Shardlake. Here. Take this Bible. Now, you witness my hand is on it?
I do.
I swear by Almighty God that I have never discussed the contents of the papers relating to Greek fire with any living soul other than you.
And the Duke of Norfolk has made no request to you to do so?
I swear he has not. Will you tell Lord Cromwell that I made this oath freely and of my own will?
I will.
And though you must tell him everything, may I ask you to keep my difficulties with Gabriel and the Duke secret from the wider world?
I will, my lady. I will tell no one but the Earl.
Then we may be friends again?
I would like nothing better.
Good. I have an invitation to the bear baiting tomorrow. Gabriel is making a party of it and I feel obliged to go. Would you care to come as well? It would be good to have your company.
And she swore on the Bible.
It might mean nothing, Barrack. She could be an atheist.
You think she's hiding something?
I do. But I will find it. How did you fare?
Bathsheba Green is back. She and her brother will meet us tonight at Gristwood's house.
Why there?
The old troll, Madame Nella, said that Bathsheba's scared of being back at the brothel, and she and her brother think there may be something yet in the house that Michael Gristwood was killed for.
They have no proof of that. How long do we have to wait to see the Earl?
The Duke of Norfolk is in with him.
Time doesn't stop. There's so much to do. The door to Lord Cromwell's office burst open and the Duke of Norfolk strode out. He flung the door casually shut behind him, a breach of manners I could scarcely believe, stopped for a moment and glowered at us, and then was gone.
The Duke demands I release Bishop Sansom from the Tower. I shall have to. He couldn't be got to confess even when they showed him the rack. The Papists are crafty, and I have nothing for the king that would turn him against Norfolk's party. Meanwhile, you waste my time.
My lord?
Jack tells me you were attacked when visiting one of Belknap's properties.
Yes, my lord.
You busy yourself on trifles while the one thing I have to keep me in the king's favour, Greek fire, remains lost, and the thieves slaughter all those who know of it under your very nose.
We've been working very hard, my lord.
It's less than a week till that demonstration is due. The king's insisting on a divorce from Queen Anne, and I'm the one who must find a way. He'll marry that whore, Catherine Howard, and the Duke of Norfolk will never be out of his presence, telling him he should have my head for tying him to the German drab. Greek fire's the only leverage I have. If I can give him that, he will keep me in his service. Perhaps then I will be allowed to live.
I have been reading, my lord.
Reading? I want you doing.
There was an old custom in some graveyards that when a man died, some personal possession was buried with him. They are digging up the graves of monks at St. Bart's. The old soldier St. John might have had Greek fire buried with him.
If I had some, at least I could tell the king we might be able to make more. Did you see the Holbein mural on the way in? Realistic, is it not? The king magnificent, calves thick and strong as a cart horse. You should see him now. His ulcerated legs so bad that sometimes they have to wheel him round the palace in a little cart.
My lord.
It is dangerous to speak thus.
It relieves me to talk, so you'll listen. It's my belief there'll be no more little princes. He's so ill I don't think he's capable. I think that's why he was shocked when he saw Anne of Cleves. He realised he couldn't raise his member for her. He hopes he may with the pretty little Catherine, but I wonder. If he can't in a year or less, the fault will be Catherine's, as now it is Queen Anne's, and then Norfolk may find himself out of favour once more. I want to survive till then. If you fail, and that demonstration doesn't take place, you can expect harsh deserts. That applies to both of you. Now be gone.
2 beers.
Thank you.
The sailors will be here at 8.
What Lord Cromwell said chilled me. To say the king is incapable of fathering more children borders on treason.
I've never seen him in such a parlous state.
We have to solve this or we are done. Belknap is not at his office.
No. His clerk said he was away on business and back soon.
We had nothing to be able to hold him here.
Here they are. Gentlemen, over here!
For some coins, Barrack's sailors told us of a voyage to the Baltic Sea the previous autumn. There they'd taken on some cargo, including a barrel of stuff called vodka. Back in London in January they'd tried drinking it, but it burned like fire. One night a sailor had spat out a mouthful, had sprayed over a candle, and the whole table burst into a strange blue flame. But the fire had died, leaving the table unmarked. They thought it witchcraft, so they threw the rest of the vodka away. The captain had kept half a barrel which he sold before going back abroad. There had been a pock-faced man called Toki snooping around. They thought it was him who bought it.
This Polish drink must be vital to it.
But think of the dates, Barrack. There's a stir here in January. That's 3 months after Greek fire was found at St. Bart's. But 2 months before, the Gristwoods got in touch with Belknap. It's not right.
What were they doing during those months?
We crossed the breezy river to the bear baiting at Bankside. Lady Honour was in the boat with her attendant ladies and a pair of servants. Marchmont sat boasting between me and Lady Honour's cousin.
The Duke of Norfolk. His house is very splendid. Mistress Howard is often there, and they say she may be queen soon.
A word, please. Quiet. I've had my eye on you, Sergeant, by the authority of Lord Cromwell. I know you've had certain conversations with Lady Honour involving matters of interest to yourself and to the Duke of Norfolk.
You have no right.
I have every right, Sergeant. Your romantic interest in her I will say nothing of. Nor about the Duke being after her lands.
Her lands? Oh, yes. A privy matter.
We will discuss this further.
Bankside!
Lady Honour and I dallied as the others headed for the arena.
I suppose the Earl would want me to stay in London while this business is on.
I think he would, my lady. I spoke to Sergeant Marchmont in the boat.
You were checking what I told you?
I had to. You must understand that.
And I thought we might relax today. Have a pleasant day out.
Marchmont appeared surprised when I said the Duke of Norfolk was after your lands. My impression is that was not the subject the two of them were discussing at your banquet.
Am I to have no peace? It is a family matter that has no connection with your investigation. I will say no more. Some matters are private. I will tell Lord Cromwell the same. You wear a mourning ring.
I wished to marry once, but she died.
I am sorry.
She was engaged to another by then.
That is doubly sad. Did you not press your suit?
I was afraid she would not have me.
Because of your condition?
Aye.
You are a fool to worry about that. You will waste your opportunities.
You have your dagger ready?
I do.
Good. Bathsheba Green and her brother should already be in there.
The house is in darkness. It could be a trap.
We have no choice. We have to go in. Let's go.
Candle in one hand and sword in the other, Barrack and I went up the stairs.
Someone's hurt. Oh, our saviour!
George Green was lying sprawled across the table, his eyes wide in death. His throat had been cut. Sprawled over him, weeping, was Bathsheba.
Who did this?
A foamy trickle of blood spilled from her mouth.
Get out!
Don't speak. We will help you.
Or you can.
A sudden, harsh smell stung my nostrils. What's that?
Fire! The house is ablaze!
Help me get her out. The stairs are burning. We're trapped. Blood ran down Bathsheba Green's dress from a great stab wound in her stomach. With a struggle, I lifted and carried her.
This way, before the staircase goes.
Barrack ripped the door off its hinges and, holding it in front of us like a shield, we descended the staircase. The flames licked at the banisters and the smoke curled, thick, black, choking.
Come on! Keep going! The front door!
Through the burning hall, I could see a half-open door to the street.
Run!
I tried. I thought I was going to fall, but I leapt, and then I was out. Someone took Bathsheba's weight, and she slid away from me. It went black.
Small sips, Matthew, or you will be sick.
Guy, what happened?
You were brought here insensible last night with Barrack and the girl. You are suffering from the effects of smoke and you have a burn on your arm.
Is Barrack all right?
He was affected by the smoke, but he's insisted on going to rouse Lord Cromwell to stop a hue and cry.
The girl?
There is little I can do. I have given her drugs to ease her pain, but it is only a matter of time. Who stabbed her, Matthew?
The same person who set fire to the house.
2 streets have been destroyed by the blaze. People are saying magic was involved, that the fire was not normal. They say it roared up suddenly and consumed the ground floor of the house.
There was no magic, Guy.
Perhaps you distrust me, if this matter affects Cromwell, whom, as you know, I see as an enemy.
God's wounds. I think you're the only one left I do trust.
There is only one you need to trust and follow.
Where was Christ last night? Tell me that.
Watching in sorrow as men use the free will God gave them to do terrible evil.
Barak, his hair half singed away, returned with news that Belknap was back at Lincoln's Inn. Then Guy led us in to see Bathsheba.
They were waiting for us. Pockface said they'd burn you when you came. Michael feared he and his brother would be killed. The people they were working with, they want to bring down Cromwell.
But Michael was working with Cromwell.
No. It was against the Earl.
She died a short time later, poor girl. Barak waited outside while Guy dressed my wound. I confessed to Guy about Greek fire and swore him to secrecy. I told him all my reading had led me to conclude that the crucial element needed to make it was hard to get, and that the Gristwoods must have been looking for a substitute for it. I told him I might be able to find some of the original Greek fire, and asked him if he would analyse it if I brought it to him.
Where will you get it?
From a grave at St. Barty's.
Desecrating graves, Matthew. Very well. I say this. I will look at this cursed stuff, and if what I find aids you to catch these murderers, I will tell you. But I will then destroy it. I will not help Cromwell, who would use it for mayhem and murder.
Still shaking from the night's events, Barak and I led the false witness layman towards Belknap's office door.
You can't burst in here.
We just have. I have some business with you, Belknap. Master Layman, come in, please.
You, get out.
He's one of your useful witnesses. Appears from nowhere and swears to the honesty of a man he's never met.
Get out of my chambers.
Master Layman has prepared a statement. Here.
Hunting down a brother barrister, Shardlake. What is this about?
I want to know the nature of your connection with Sir Richard Rich.
I have a commission from him, and it is his business I have been on, but I will not be questioned about it by you. It is none of your business. God's death, I'll go to him now and tell him of your pestering.
If you do not answer my questions, I shall go to Lord Cromwell.
Then he can speak to Sir Richard. You didn't expect that, did you? You are out of your depth, sir. Now leave. All of you.
I sent Barak off to see Joseph Wentworth, to find out the condition of Elizabeth in Newgate Jail. And I rode towards St. Bart's. Under a setting sun, the wide burying ground was being dug up. The coffins opened and bones piled into a waiting cart.
Can I help you, Master Lawyer?
I'm Matthew Shardlake of Lincoln's Inn. I am on Lord Cromwell's business. I'm looking for the grave of Alan St. John, which I have reason to believe may have something of interest to my master.
I'll take you to him. This is him.
Just open it there. If you help me down,
wound, it's a stink.
The remains of Alan St. John, the old knight of Constantinople, looked strangely peaceful. There were some mouldy scraps of cloth in the bottom of the coffin, and among them a little pewter jar. I slipped it into my pocket.
Out of my way! Move away from here! Sorry. Jeez, what a stink! Shardlake.
Sir Richard!
It seems you cannot stay away from here. You're digging up graves now, scrabbling for trinkets?
I am here on Lord Cromwell's authority. He is looking for a relic.
Have you found it?
No, sir, there is nothing here.
I've been summoned to see Lord Cromwell at Whitehall.
I will ask him about this, Shardlake, and if I find this is some frolic of your own, I'll put you in this grave to add to the smell.
I went home to wash off the graveyard grime, but there was a note from Barrack at Newgate Jail saying Elizabeth Wentworth had taken ill. I went immediately, and Guy went with me.
'Tis not long for this world, if you ask me.
We're not asking you pig nuts to shut your mouth. What did you find in the grave, sir?
Bones. And rags.
No Greek fire?
No, just the old knight's skeleton. Elizabeth Wentworth lay insensible on the straw in the hot cell. I paid to move her to a better cell, and Barrack and Guy carried her up the 4 flights and laid her on a good bed in an airy tower room. Her Uncle Joseph told me that a mad beggar girl had been thrown into Elizabeth's cell 2 days before, and that she and Elizabeth had been heard talking together in the night. She was the girl Barrack and I had seen in the street, accusing all she met of abducting her brother. She'd since gone, taken to Bedlam.
There now, Elizabeth. What pain and anger in your face. I want you to summon the will to live.
Barrack, take Joseph home. I will stay here with Guy.
I'm going to wash her, poor girl.
Guy, I have something for you, Guy. No one else knows I have it. This jar was in the grave.
You lied to Barrack?
I had to. He'd tell Cromwell.
So this is it. Dark fire. You would be in serious trouble, Matthew, if Cromwell were to find out you have given this to me.
We must make sure he does not. We had 2 swift visits to make before nightfall again. The first was to Marchmount's chambers.
Shardlake, I have told you all that I know.
I asked Lady Honour about you and her and the Duke of Norfolk. She said it was pressure over land, but then it developed into something else. I need to know what that is.
It has nothing to do with Greek fire.
Then why is it so secret?
Because it is shameful.
I'm listening.
I had a romantic interest in Lady Honour, as you know, but she would not have me. I would not press a lady who rejected me, but the Duke would.
The Duke?
He doesn't just want her family land in return for helping that nephew of hers. He wants Lady Honour as his mistress.
Dear God, he's in his 60s. What were you promised in return? Help towards a knighthood?
To advance one's family is no dishonourable thing. You have embarrassed me, Shardlake, in front of this churl.
I will not forget it.
Barrack and I rode to Lady Honour's. I told Barrack to wait outside.
Matthew, this is an unexpected visit.
I have to tell you that I know about the Duke of Norfolk's pursuit of you. I am sorry I could not save you from my knowing.
At least you will not gossip like most would.
You know I think too much of you for that, Lady Honour.
You are a natural gentleman.
She put her hand on mine and did not move it. I was tempted to lean forward and kiss her. Instead, I bowed and left the room. Outside, I cursed myself for my cowardice. In the blessed cool of the night, we climbed over the wall and found ourselves at the Walbrook well again. Barrack removed the padlocks from the lid and we slid it off. Down he went into the dark. He lit a candle and was silent.
What do you see? Animals. There's a cat here and a couple of dogs. Jesu.
What is it?
I'm coming up. There's the body of a little boy down there.
God's death. Elizabeth Wentworth must know all this.
We'll go to Newgate at dawn.
Elizabeth, I've been to the bottom of the well.
Oh.
I am sure you did not do those terrible things.
Speak, girl, for Jesus' sake.
Was it Ralph?
Yes, it was.
Speak, Elizabeth.
Speak, for Jesus' sake.
Grandam and Uncle Edwin, they didn't want me. Ralph got Sabine and Avise to bring him animals. They thought it was amusing what he did, but I told him it was wicked, and they turned against me.
Elizabeth, if one of the family killed Ralph, you should tell. And they will be brought to justice.
I am damned.
We'll need to confront the family ourselves.
My sword and I will be with you. And ready.
Are you ready to face Lord Cromwell?
I have no choice.
Well, Matthew, it seems you have sent me on a fool's errand.
My lord.
The reason Sir Richard Rich has been making threatening remarks to you has nothing to do with Greek fire.
Then what?
Monastic properties. When the case arose over that damn cesspit of Belknap's, Rich came to me and said it was important that Belknap won. Otherwise, the council would use the case as a precedent and make life difficult for the owners, some of whom can only turn a profit by converting their properties into housing of the cheapest type. Many of these are men whose loyalty I am trying to keep. In troubling days.
I see.
Weren't you worried that cases were being taken from you? You should have noticed all the clients were Sir Richard's men.
I have been very busy, my lord.
So, not Belknap and not Rich. Lady Honour, any evidence there?
None.
And Gabriel Marchmont?
Barrack said he would summon him.
I did. But he has disappeared.
I have distilled a liquid, Matthew. It resembles nothing I have ever seen. It has defeated me.
If you cannot work it out, how could the Gristwoods?
What shall I do with it?
Only you and I know of its existence. Destroy it.
Are you sure? We'd be accused of treason.
I am sure.
You are doing right, Matthew. Thank you.
You can't come in here like this, Master Shardlake.
We're on Lord Cromwell's business.
Sergeant Marchmont's room is private.
Not to us. The Earl's seal. Close the door on your way out.
Oh.
You search the desk. I'll search these cupboards.
Nothing. No, nothing.
Legal papers. Letters. Barrack. I think it was like this. The Gristwoods stumbled on Greek fire. They knew the anti-Cromwell faction was growing, so they offered it to someone within the anti-reformists as something they could take to the king and use to advance themselves.
Damn drawer's locked. I am listening.
But despite having the formula, they couldn't make more. And they'd used up almost all of it from the barrel.
Got it. Nothing.
So they went to Lord Cromwell and said they had Greek fire and lied, saying that they'd made some more, and he told the king.
They tricked him
into making a promise he could never keep.
There's nothing here. God's death. This heat. When will it stop?
It's puzzling me. Having learnt the lesson of the Gristwoods. If you didn't install the apparatus in a house, where would you keep it?
Not in a house.
Away from people and prying eyes. A warehouse?
There were dozens along the river.
I know. But there was a warehouse conveyancing among the cases I lost to Rich's men.
You have a list of these cases?
In my chambers.
What's going on over there?
There was a small crowd of servants, barristers and clerks gathered round one of the students. He was waving his arms and his eyes were wide with shock. I heard the word murder.
What's this?
Who is murdered?
I don't know, sir. I was going rabbit hunting up by Coney Garth, and in the orchard I found someone's foot in his shoe. Just a foot. There's blood.
Take us there. The rest of you stay back.
This is official.
He led us into the orchard. In the middle of it, on blossom-covered ground, we found gruesome chaos. There was blood, lots of it, and a tree had a great gouge cut in its side, the mark of an axe. Lying at the bottom of the tree was a shoe. It contained a foot, with an inch of white leg visible above. Among the blossom were 3 fingers. One bore Marchmont's emerald ring, Barrack pulled the ring from the finger and pocketed it.
There's no saying who this is, lad. Run and report it to the authorities.
We went to my chambers to look through the cases I'd had taken from me by Rich's men.
Do you think Marchmount was the master? In charge of Toki and Wright?
He could have been. Be quiet a moment. I'm trying to find these cases.
Sorry.
Here we are. 4 pieces of litigation over land and the warehouse conveyancing. Pelican Warehouse off Salt Wharf.
What are you doing?
I'm adding a couple of random cases to the bottom.
Is it true, Shardlake?
Feel that? Is what true?
That Sergeant Marchmount has gone missing.
He's not been seen, no.
Then he may be harmed.
No one involved with Greek fire is safe.
I've had nothing to do with it beyond being a messenger. I need protection. I won't be struck down.
Why not? Who'd miss you?
Feel that? Go home. Stay indoors. I need to see Rich with this list. Where is he?
He's at St. Paul's. Archbishop Cranmer is preaching.
These benefits of God with innumerable...
Can you see him?
Too many people. He must be near the front.
Come on. Excuse me. Excuse me.
We jostled our way through the crowd. There were several hundred people come to see and hear the great Archbishop.
There's Rich, at the front. Take the seal, it'll get you through.
Moments later, I was standing in front of Rich.
God's death, Shardlake, you follow me here? This is an urgent matter of the Earl's. May we go somewhere quieter? Very well.
I led him across to a far wall. Barrack followed at a distance.
Well? I need to know, Sir Richard, which of these cases are the ones you persuaded my clients to take away from me. I can only tell you Lord Cromwell has an interest in one of the matters. Which one? I may not say. One day, Shardlake. First, second, fourth and fifth. Not the third, sixth or seventh. Is that all? It is. Thank you. God's death, how you stare, Shardlake.
Did you find out?
It's the Pelican Warehouse.
Wait, sir. Wright's over there behind the pillar.
Is he armed?
He's a sword at his belt. Take your dagger, go that way and cut off his exit. I'll rush him from this side.
Barrack reached the pillar, unsheathed his sword and leapt round the side. There was a sharp ring of metal on metal. Barrack and Wright appeared, circling, their swords raised. People flattened themselves against the wall. A woman screamed. I raised my dagger and stepped towards Wright. I had never attacked a man in cold blood before. He saw me and ran down the nave, his sword flashing in the light.
Come on, after him!
We chased him down the nave, then he ran for the door leading to the stairs, pushing people out of the way.
I've got you!
My robe billowed behind me as I followed Wright and Barrack up the never-ending stairs. By the time I reached the top, I could scarcely breathe. There was an open door, and I stepped outside. The breeze was cold and strong. We were on the broad, flat roof of St. Paul's, and over the low parapet I saw all London laid out before me. Frightened strollers were crouched against the parapet. Barrack had Wright at bay. Wright was big and fast, but Barrack was younger and faster.
Come on! You're on your own! Drop the sword!
I stood between Wright and the door to the stairs. I held my dagger out in front of me, ready.
It's all over! We don't want you dead! We just had some questions Lord Cromwell wants answered.
Get back from me!
Answer them nicely, and Cromwell will make you rich.
He'll make me dead!
Did you tell Lord Cromwell all? That you may be spared the rack.
Come on!
Wright stepped away from the steeple, further out onto the roof. Barrack jumped after him and I followed. He was trapped, close to the dizzying drop.
I will not hang!
He vanished into the great void without a cry. Then lay there, 100 feet below, his face a white blob, blood seeping from his smashed body. We went by the back ways, avoiding the hue and cry. We disappeared into the crowded lanes, jostling past sweating people and animals, squelching through the stinking channels.
God's bones, this damned lock.
Pelican Warehouse was hard by the river and 4 stories high. The windows were shuttered and barred, and the door was secured with a big padlock.
There!
Let's go. It was dark inside, lit only by one glassed window high up. The warehouse was as wide as the nave of a church, and quite empty. At the far end, a flight of steps led to an upper floor, which was merely a wooden platform running around the wall, except for a room next to the stairs, its door closed. Barrack held his sword in front of him, and I clutched the dagger at my belt. Barrack kicked the door open. There was nothing in the room, just a big open hatchway giving a view of the lowering sky, but there was a door to a second room. Inside there was a table. On it was a beer jug, 3 plates, and an unlit tallow candle and a hunk of bread.
And here it is, the apparatus.
Stacked against the wall was a long metal pipe with a wick at one end, what looked like a pumping machine, and a large metal tank.
Look at this.
It was a tall, narrow porcelain vase. I lifted the lid.
Oh, that smell again. It's Greek fire.
It is.
There's enough here to save the Earl.
I don't think so.
Toki stood there, a man at either side of him, their swords raised. I slipped my dagger out of sight into a pocket.
It's good to see you again, crookbag. You, drop the sword. You're outnumbered. Tie them up.
Our hands were grasped roughly and pinned behind us. We were shoved down into a corner. That is all the Greek fire you have left. You don't know how to make more. We know that, and so does the Earl.
Then why are you here? Why not a troop of soldiers?
They will follow.
You don't know who our masters are.
I do. And they will be under arrest soon.
Name them.
Richard Rich.
You don't know. Jackson, fetch the masters. They will have to decide what's to be done.
Outside, thunder rolled. The storm could not be far off.
Who are they then, these masters of yours?
The crookback will know them. Him that goes dining with the aristocracy. Oh, God's bones, it's dark. Light a candle, but away from that vase.
You know we work for Lord Cromwell. If we are killed, there will be a hunt for you like you've never seen.
Piss the tavern keeper's son. He's finished.
If you free us now, you will be richly rewarded.
Too late for that. I don't like the way you've led me a dance.
Well, more of a dance than that, you know. Your mate Wright is dead.
What?
Barrack took a dive off St. Paul's.
You've killed Sam?
No. He jumped. What did you say that for?
You've killed Sam. I'll see you two die slowly for him.
Barrack leaned back and I felt his fingers brushing against my belt. He was trying to reach my dagger with his bound hands. Into the room came Marchmont and the Duke of Norfolk.
You got out of your depths, Shardlake. You and your churl.
You're dead.
You were getting too close. Cromwell summoned me, so I had to disappear.
But whose foot and fingers were in the orchard?
The founder who made the apparatus. Toki hacked him up.
Tell me, lawyer, what does Cromwell know?
He knows the Gristwoods were unable to make Greek fire.
And how did you discover that?
By going back to how it began. Old sources.
You're clever, Shardlake. You have wits and you are persistent.
All the while, Barrack sawed away at our bonds. The dagger sliced into my skin. I bit a cry, then felt the rope fall away.
But no Greek fire for the king. You should see him when he's in a rage. It's spectacular. Cromwell is tottering, and this will bring him down.
You killed all those people just to make it so.
They were common churls bent back, rogues, and a whore, and a common founder. They were nothing, chaff before the wind. And now you will join them. Deal with them, Toki. Have what sport you wish, but before they're dead, I want all the details of what the lawyer found in those old books. Marchmont, stay and help.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, it is. You're bookish. Like him.
He was gone. Into the rain and storm. Toki pulled out a long, sharp dagger.
Each cut will be for Sam Wright. We'll start with you, Crookback.
We were helpless on the floor. In the candlelight, Marchmont and one of the thugs looked on as Toki came towards us, knife in hand.
Are you ready, Crookback?
I felt Barrack tense beside me. Pressing down with his hands, he launched a high kick at the man standing close to him. It caught him in the stomach, and he fell back, hitting his head against the wall and sliding down it, stunned. As Barrack struggled to his feet and grabbed for his own sword, Toki went to stick him, but I thrust my dagger into his thigh. Barrack slashed his sword at Toki's hand, half severing it. Toki swayed as Marchmont came at me, but Barrack knocked his legs from under him and he fell to the floor. Barrack plunged his sword quickly into Toki's heart. He crumpled to the floor, his eyes unbelieving.
There's a new face in hell.
The third man came to and ran off through the open door. As Marchmont rose to his feet, Barrack held his sword to the sergeant's throat.
Please, don't hurt me. I feel faint.
Barrack, let him be.
Sit there, bootlick. Get the vase, sir.
Why?
We're taking it to the Earl.
But you know what it can do.
Give me the vase!
Marchmont grabbed Toki's sword and thrust it at Barrack, catching his sword arm. Blood welled instantly and Barrack dropped his sword, his arm useless. Marchmont went to strike Barrack, a killing blow, but I threw the contents of the vase over him. He bumped against the table. The candle overturned, the flames touched his sleeve. He ran into the other room, his legs swirling with flames, a living torch of red and yellow. He leapt through the hatchway, howling as he fell, far below, a pillar of fire into the river. The rest of the dark fire was ablaze. Barrack and I ran down the stairs just as both rooms were engulfed. Flames licked everywhere.
Lord Cromwell must be told.
Let me bind up your arm.
Oh, be quick. It'll be Norfolk who suffers. He tried to gull the king. It's fine.
You need tended to.
No. We'll go direct to Cromwell's office.
When we arrived, Barrack's arm had started bleeding again. Lord Cromwell's secretary, Grey, told us the Earl wasn't there. He had been sent for by Queen Anne and had gone to Hampton Court. I told Grey we had the answer to Greek fire and gave him a written message to get to Lord Cromwell. Barrack's wound needed staunched, so I took him to Guy's.
It's done. He's a brave young fellow. I've told him to rest an hour.
He's hard as nails. We've won, Guy. There will be no Greek fire.
Praise God.
Dark fire behind us. 1 hour later, Barrack and I left for the Wentworth house. It was time to confront them with the truth about the well.
The lawyer is here again, my lady.
Goodwife Wentworth, old and blind, sat in a cushioned chair, a tray of half-eaten food on the table at her elbow. The mustard pot and salt cellar shone bright silver in the daylight. The servant Needler stood at her side.
What may I do for you that is so urgent? Elizabeth returns before Judge Forbizer tomorrow, does she not?
She does indeed, madam, unless fresh evidence can be brought. Evidence, for example, of what lies at the bottom of the well in your garden.
Our well?
The bodies of the animals your grandson Ralph tortured and killed for sport are there. And a tortured child, a little beggar boy.
Things done to him that would make a hangman sick.
It must have been hard these last weeks for your granddaughters to keep such a secret.
Elizabeth is my granddaughter too.
Sir Edwin's children are all you've ever cared for.
I see you have learned much, and I fear I must tell you all. This will not be pleasant. David, get me some wine. Master Shardlake, you and your assistant will have some.
Needler left the room and the old woman worked her hands in her lap.
My family has come far. Edwin has brought us advancement, wealth, the chance for his children to mix with the highest. Now that Ralph is gone, our hopes rest on good marriages for Sabine and Avis. It is all we have left.
Needler returned with wine and 3 goblets on a tray. I took a sip.
The truth, then?
Get on with it.
The truth.
David saw it all from this window.
I did. Elizabeth was in the garden, sulking.
Ralph was sitting on the edge of the well.
He was speaking to Elizabeth, probably tormenting her, talking about that cat of hers that he'd killed.
If she'd had any courage, she'd have got up and boxed his ears.
The favoured son? Sir Edwin would not have been pleased.
Edwin knows nothing of this.
Sabine and Avis came outside and sat with Ralph on the edge of the well. Ralph said something to Sabine she didn't like. Sabine grabbed at Ralph. He twisted away from her, fell backwards, and then he was gone.
She did not mean to throw him in. She only lashed out in anger. That is not murder. It would be manslaughter.
It would be for the jury to decide.
Elizabeth saw everything. And she has no love for us. You see, that was our problem.
You silenced her.
By accusing her.
We waited a day, 2 days, to see if Elizabeth would tell her story. But she kept her silence.
This is devilish.
We decided if Elizabeth was prepared to go to her death, let her.
Barrack, are you all right?
It's so hot, I sweat.
Madam, you are smiling.
My eyes.
God's bones, you've poisoned us.
Lock the door, David.
I can't see, sir.
I'm shaking.
It works quickly. Kill them, David.
As Barrack fumbled for his sword, I reached for the mustard pot, grasped it and thrust a big spoonful into my mouth. I swallowed, my throat on fire.
What's happened? David, what have they done?
Barrack sliced air with his sword, keeping Needler back. I drew my dagger and took a step towards Needler. Barrack parried another sword thrust.
We must stay up.
The mustard! Swallow it, Barrack! I ducked as Needler swung his sword at me and slashed at him, cutting his shoulder. Barrack swallowed the mustard emetic.
Back, swine!
David, what's happening?
He's about to die. That's what.
But Needler simply turned away. He walked to the door, unlocked it, and was gone. Barrack sank to his knees. The old woman rose to her feet.
Where are you, David?
She came towards us and stumbled over Barrack, landing hard on the floor. I made it to the window.
Help! Call the constable!
It's all right, Matthew. The constable's been and gone.
The old woman.
Drink this. You've been out an hour.
Where's Barrack?
He's here, pale but alive.
Are you all right, Barrack?
I'm fine. They've taken the old woman and the girls to Newgate Jail.
And the constable's been back to say that Needler was taken at Cripplegate. He's at Newgate too.
Later that day there was word back from Grey that Cromwell had now gone to see the king, and that the Earl thanked us mightily for our work. I appeared before Judge Forbizer in his chambers. He read through the statements and reluctantly set Elizabeth free. But as I left the Old Bailey...
Sir!
Barrack, what is it?
Lord Cromwell has fallen. God's death. He was arrested for treason and he's taken to the Tower. They say his goods have been seized.
Attainder. He'll be condemned unheard.
It was the Duke of Norfolk ripped the seal of office from the Earl's neck. And Grey, he's turned his coat.
Master Grey?
He's given evidence against the Earl.
We failed, Barrack. And Norfolk's won.
And we're in trouble.
Where will you go, Barrack?
I'll lie low in Essex. You should leave too.
I am. I will go to my father's farm at Lichfield.
We did all we could. We gave him a good run. Go on!
Before leaving London, I had one more thing to do.
Matthew, I did not expect to see you.
You are leaving?
Yes, for the country today. The Duke of Norfolk is displeased with me for helping you.
You've done nothing.
Come, Matthew. We know better than that. When did anyone need to do something to be in danger?
So Norfolk's in the saddle.
The Cleves divorce will happen, and the Howard marriage will be announced.
I was too late to save Lord Cromwell.
You must not tell me any more.
I am sorry. Honour.
Am I not a lady any more?
Always. But you and I will both be heading to the Midlands. Perhaps we could ride together as far as Northampton, and perhaps this summer we could meet.
No, Matthew. I am sorry.
It is my appearance.
Your appearance is most pleasing to me. I believe that some men, exceptional men only, are fitted to rise above their class.
What is class? If you want me...
Class is everything, Matthew. I am a Vaughan. Once I would have been happy to know you. You are one of those fit to be raised up. But not now. Given your past loyalties and who the new powers are in the land, I will not be lowered to your status, Matthew.
Then you did not love me.
Love is a child's romantic dream. Goodbye, Matthew. Keep safe.
I rode out of Cripplegate an hour later. It was a dull afternoon. I looked back and could make out the bulk of the tower where Thomas Cromwell lay now, the river flowing past. Come on, good horse. We've far to go. 2 months later, I walked down from Chancery Lane to the Temple Stairs, looking keenly about me to see what changes had occurred. But people were going about their business much as ever. Barrack was there, and looked well set up in his best green doublet.
How are you?
Quite recovered, thank you. I've been having a quiet time, thank you for your letter telling me all.
Our old master died 2 days ago.
I know. I heard the execution was bungled.
I saw it. He died bravely, refusing to admit any fault.
And Norfolk?
He's not been appointed to the Earl's place. They say the King intends to govern himself.
So we are safe as long as we don't misbehave?
Aye. And that goes for all of Cromwell's supporters.
Well, I shall go back to the inns and pick up my cases. What will you do?
I'll not get work with the government again. I'm known too well as Lord Cromwell's man.
Do you think you could work for me?
Doing what?
I need an assistant. To do some of the investigative work. You'd have to get used to legal language, learn to understand it rather than mock it. You'd have to lose some of your rough edges, learn to address barristers and judges with respect. And you'd have to call me sir.
I will be happy to serve you, sir.
Come on then, Barrack. Let's go. See if we can bring some order into this wicked world.